Good morning, guys. Good morning from the new place. I finally unpacked yesterday, so I'm wearing a different color hoodie. It's been stressful. I feel like I've aged 5 years in the last few months. I'm just tired from everything, and we're really lucky that we found this place for a price that we can afford. So don't get me wrong when I tell you the downsides, but I feel like it's good to give an accurate representation because life is always like that. It's never going to be perfect. There's always going to be upsides and downsides, and I think when you choose the upsides, you're also choosing the downsides that come with it. And it's like, well, which downsides do you prefer, And so this was my choice. I wanted to go where there aren't that many people. And I wanted some peace and quiet, which for the most part there is here. I didn't want to live next to busy roads anymore and all this crowds of people and the smell of car fumes. So this was my choice. Coming to Turkey was also my choice. I know some people have opinions about that, and I know why you have those opinions, because Turkey has its problems, but like every other place, and this was my choice. But moving is hard. Adjusting to a new place is hard. I'm not doing so well. Long story short. I think you can tell. I'm tired. We didn't have electricity the first day we came here, and today we don't have water. There are some infrastructure issues in Turkey, and I think they're working on it, but yeah, one of the downsides. What else? We came here without a car, and there are nothing walking distance, basically. So yeah, we need to figure out like how to get groceries and things like that. We've been living out of takeout food for just 2 days, so it's okay, but now we need to figure that one out. What else? So the construction here is like, there's not a lot of strict codes, I feel like. So the constructors kind of do what they can, and then they just sell it. And so a lot of places have some issues with having like even flooring. Like this whole building is kind of slanted a little bit in many directions, which apparently normal people can't tell that much, but for me, I feel like I'm walking inside and I'm walking up and down hills. I can feel it pretty extreme. My mom says she's fine, like she can't tell that much, but I can feel like how slanted it is. And I'm not gonna lie, I felt a little bit seasick. It's something I have to like get used to. So, I'm just showing you guys, I'm telling you all this because I know you're gonna see this house, and I'm gonna show like all the nice angles and the pretty background, and nothing is perfect. Well, maybe if you're very rich. But we're not. We, you know. I just wanted to get something like the best that our money could get, if that makes sense. And for example, in Canada, our money can't even get a basement. Like, literally, I'm not joking. You could probably buy a garage for that. In Turkey, it was able to get this, so that's pretty miraculous. One of my biggest fears in life was ending up homeless. Genuinely. Sorry, I don't know why I'm crying. I think it's part of the exhaustion. But anyway. Yeah, one of my biggest fears in life was ending up homeless. And now I don't have to worry about that anymore. So that's pretty amazing. So, you know, even if something happens to my mom someday, like, I won't be homeless. So that's amazing. So, you know, the downsides, I'll take it. Because you know, it's the best we could do. And for what we paid for it, I'm not gonna say how much, but like, just know for what we paid for it, like, this is a miracle that we were able to get this place. So I'll get used to the slanted floors and we'll figure out. Hopefully we can get a car. I think one of the realities of being a autistic woman in this world is that it's very, like, it's borderline impossible to be completely independent. I have a lot of limitations when it comes to how much I can do in a day, and it is a disability, even though people like to pretend it doesn't exist, and it's not, it is. And so, you know, we have to make peace with the fact that we're not going to be completely independent, and that we will need help from people, as those of us who can't get help do end up homeless sometimes. Like, a lot of autistic people do end up homeless, and there's a reason for that. So anyway, I don't have to worry about that anymore. So it's one less thing to worry about, you know? For the rest, I guess we'll figure it out one day at a time, because that's all we can do, because we only have one day. So what can I do with this day that's gonna help me be a little bit more comfortable tomorrow? That's kind of how I live my life. That's why I work out, because if I have more muscles, I'm gonna be more comfortable tomorrow and when I'm old. And today I will phone the Wi-Fi company because I need to fix that, and that's gonna make sure I'm a little bit more comfortable tomorrow. and I'll try to relax and wind down so I can sleep, so I can be a little bit less of an emotional wreck tomorrow. So wish me luck, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thanks for watching.